clicking like that as a unit, you're going to create problems.
All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. And for Miami, look at who they've got out there. The big men are Bosch and Whiteside. D-Wade out there with prime time, and it's Thompson in its small forward.
And really smart to draw his man out to the perimeter. He's giving up too much size to be effective inside.
Showed nice basketball IQ. I agree, Greg. I mean, if he finds his spot on the perimeter and doesn't force it, I think his outside shot will be hard to block no matter who's defending.
The Grizzlies shooting their first free throws of this game. And the first one drops.
2 shots.
And both free throws good from Amon Shumpert. Here's prime time. What a tremendous game he played against Toronto. Three-pointer. The Heat rebound. Here's Whiteside. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim.
How about the purpose with which he's crashing the backboards right now? Some hard-earned second chance points.
Down low, here's Conley. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Moments ago, our Doris Burke had a chance to catch up with the coach, Frank Vogel. Doris.
A big factor in today's game, he said, is how they are able to handle Chris Bosh. He said often in games, Bosh is the X factor with his ability to gather rebounds and finish off chances inside. In order to keep him from dominating the fight on the glass, they'll have to match his intensity every step of the way. Guys?
And as always, Doris, thank you. For Miami, they've gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Thompson passes to primetime. The 3, Bosh, that's good.
You know, you're going to have success when you can start out shooting 80% from the game. So early offensively, they've been great. That's the way you like to start.
Now here's Shumpert. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Indiana. The pass to Ace. And that one falls, coming off Conley's feet. Ace has got his first bucket in this one. Here's primetime. Gasol with the rebound. Memphis trailing here. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Michael Conley. That is his first foul of the game. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Heat moving the ball around. Here's primetime. They grab their own miss. That's good. Whiteside's got his second bucket of the night.
And getting after it on the offensive glass and adding to that early total with the putback.
Conley kicks to Gasol. Here's AC. Great pass to set up the lay-in.
Now that's where you like your shots to come from.
Well, for Memphis, their last game a loss to the Pacers in Indiana.
And that was one of the few times that you'll see a team just lack fight defensively in losing that game.
Yeah, and I know their fans may not want to hear it, but the reality and the truth is the defensive end of the floor was not what it needed to be in terms of effort.
Here's Gasol following the basket by Chris Bosh. Johnson kicks to Conley. And the shot falls short this time.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
No good from primetime.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Conley with it. Wade picks him up. Conley against Wade. They get it back.
And with room like that off the pick, you have got to knock that one down.
Well, you know, they did everything right, Greg. They executed. All you want is a good look at the basket. Sometimes the shots just don't fall.
No good from primetime.
The defense better not make a habit of giving him that shot. I mean, he doesn't miss many of them.
Conley dishes to Shumpert. That doesn't go on the chance to tie. Miami leading by 3. There's 1:26 left to play in the first quarter. The drive by Wade. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. The Heat shooting their first free throws here for the night.
And they've been ordinary on the season as well, just about 75% from the line.
And that's a little better than they did last year from the free throw line.
Here's what Miami's going with right now. Howard's checked in for Bosch. Archie Goodwin comes in for Thompson. And it's Jeremy Lin in for Dwayne Wade. A minute 20 left here in the first quarter. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
Miami's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. And stolen by Thornton. And he finishes the break with the lay-in.
Even though there's a height disadvantage, he's still able to go up and over his man.
Well, he's fearless. I mean, there's nothing that concerns him. No matter what the matchup is, he's a guy that doesn't back down. He's beyond being intimidated.
Here's prime time. The Grizzlies making the shot. Feeds it to Whiteside. Just 5 to shoot. The Heat need to get a shot off. It's stolen by Johnson. He's covered by Whiteside. From 7, and it's sent back by Howard. Johnson kicks to Thornton. And unable there to get the go-ahead bucket.
Tell you what, they haven't wasted any time getting into the swing of things on the boards.
And even this early, that's a good omen for the rest of the game.
Goodwin passes to primetime. Offensive rebound, Howard. And released it in time. And now a chance to hear from Chris Bosh about what it meant to him to become an NBA player.
I was obsessed with the NBA.
What a great cut from Chris Bosh. That's the kind of guy you can't help, Greg, but love for his attitude and ability to be, in touch with that kid he once was. I know you played the same way. Chris Bosh is living the dream like you did and loving it.
That's a great point, Kevin. And I think most of the guys in the league feel that same way. I mean, they may not be able to say it or articulate it as smoothly as Chris does,
sure.
but inside every NBA player is a kid who's still thrilled to wear the uniform and play the game they love.
Well, up to this point, a closely contested game as we start the second quarter. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from Miami, guys.
You can tell the point of emphasis has been to get to the offensive glass.
Yep, and they've set the tone here early with the hustle they've come out with.
Okay, time now for an injury report. And now Doris Burke has an update for us on Dwayne Wade. And Doris, what's the news?
Guys, I got an update from head athletic trainer of the Heat. It doesn't seem like too drastic of an injury. If he misses a large number of games, you have to think it will have an effect on their chances of winning an NBA title this season. A tough break if that's how it turns out, guys.
All right, Doris, we will, of course, keep everyone updated as we find out more.
And you know what? He could have a long road ahead in terms of getting back on the court. But one thing we all know, he's never been shy of hard work.
No, he's not. I mean, he'll be doing everything he can to make it back as soon as possible.
We've got Kufis. Amon Shumpert is out there with Brandon Wright. That's Thornton. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. From the sideline, let's catch up with Doris Burke.
Well, Kev, Freak, in the last match...
We got to be more physical on defense. They are getting to the middle of the floor way too easy. Get
an impressive barrage of threes. What a show it was.
And make your presence felt. Quit being so soft.
And there's a minute 45 left in the first half of the game. The Heat leading by 9. The high post shot, and he hits the jump shot. Primetime's got 7 points here in this quarter.
And now he's taken a solid opening in the quarter and built on it here in the second.
Outside Conley. Passes it to Acy. To the middle. There's a screen. He got right to the cup using that screen.
Right there, Conley opened up space for the shooter.
Smith with a screen on Conley. In the corner, it's Lin. And another basket for Miami.
After going scoreless in the first, he's really found a way to turn it on here in the second quarter.
56 seconds left in the first half. And Thornton kicks to Conley. Terrific design on the big play, and he lays it in. Conley's got 11 points.
Guys, that time he went for the fancy finish for us there, man. That was sweet.
The drive by Smith. Fires it up. And it falls over the rim and in. Primetime's got the lead up to 11 now for the Heat.
Yeah, and they're starting to warm up from the field this quarter.
Adding to their lead, and you see that field goal percentage for the game steadily heading north.
To the middle, here's Johnson. Makes it off the glass. Johnson's got 4 this quarter.
Yeah, they've gotten into a nice flow this quarter.
Yeah, looking to turn things around here, Greg, and cut into this lead.
Screen by Smith. Thompson outside. The feed to Whiteside. Heat moving the ball around. Shot is off. Good work defensively by Gasol. Launches it. Shot no good. The clock runs out.
Dwayne, give it.
Hey guys, listen up. We've got a good lead, but lots of basketball left to play. The first thing is that our ball movement has been solid. Keep it up. I want to see that ball continue to rotate around the perimeter until we get a good look. But we've shot the ball well, I'll give us that. And it's because we've had great shot selection. We've made really good choices with the ball. All right, let's break out the pick and roll on these guys. That's going to be the go-to play for us in the second half. As reliable a move as there is. All right, guys, let's get out there and play a good second half.
The second half just about to get going here.
That's a nice quarter for prime time. 13 points, and there's a nice...
The Grizzlies trail by 9 on the floor for Miami. The big men are Bosh and Whiteside. Primetime is out there with Dwayne Wade. And it's Thompson in at the 3, the small forward.
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
Wade kicks to Whiteside. Here's Primetime. Wade, good. Wade's got the first basket of the second half here for the Heat.
And they are trying to put the hammer down, attacking the rim whenever they can.
And it's Conley penetrating, and Whiteside sends it back. Inside, it's tipped. Here's Gasol, and he banks in the layup. Gasol's got his second basket of the night. The Heat leading by 9. Here's Primetime. The rebound by Johnson. The Grizzlies have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Kicks to Conley. Another miss by Conley.
Great looking defense, really, just to disrupt the rhythm on that shot.
Yeah, really turned it from a simple, straightforward look into a very difficult shot.
Bosh dishes to Thompson. Pass to Primetime. He feeds it to Whiteside. Shot clock at 6. Conley into the lane. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Conley's got 13.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Howard's checked in for Whiteside. Wade passes to Primetime. Miami no good on that time either.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
2 minutes into the second half of play now. Misses in close. The Heat leading by 7. For the 3. And there's the call on Howard. That's his first foul.
His first personal foul.
And so here's Memphis. They've only allowed 2 points so far here in the second half. Following this one, they get to host the Pelicans. And that game is the second of 2 straight at home. Johnson gets the bucket.
Well, they certainly didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Yeah, and that's important because this game may ultimately come down to which team controls the paint in crunch time.
Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. It's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Right here, over these last 10 games on the Heat schedule, this is how they stack up in the league stats. First in field goal percentage. First in fewest turnovers a game. And they're number 1.